there guys and gals, welcome back to Back Pocket Game Reviews, and this is a State of the Channel video. I know, it's been a really long time since I've done one of these. So, man, a lot of stuff's been going on in my life and on YouTube in general, such as the COPPA shit that's been going down, hence why I try to cuss occasionally now in every video. I know it's really weird, because, like, I used to be a relatively, like, the first year and a half, 2 years of my content, I didn't really ever cuss. And the odd part here is, in general, yes, I usually cuss. However, I wanted my audience to be able to be appealing to pretty much anyone from the age of 15 and up. And the reason why I say 15 and up is, well, I think I'm pretty boring to anyone over the age of, or under the age of 15. I don't have fancy colors. I'm not running around yelling, PewDiePie! That's not a me thing. I'm me. You get what you get. I like to talk about gaming news, which we're gonna get back to. We're gonna start covering the news and stuff again. I've been working a lot since the second they laid off my store manager. That was like 4 weeks of me running my store, and then they put me in another store as the interim GM while I was also still over at my store. And now I'm back to just one store. Also, the overtime should start to slow down a little bit, so I should be able to return back to making my content. However, the upside with me working that much is if you are in a mental headspace, which we all know at the beginning of the year I had a little bit of an issue with some, depression. And fortunately, working kind of makes me feel like I have a purpose. I'm working to do something. I'm working to provide for my family. I'm working to give my family everything they could want, and that means a lot to me. With me not having overtime anymore, that means YouTube can become back into a part of that equation for working to support my family, working to grow the community, all that kind of stuff. And it is really fun making YouTube videos and being a content creator, and the occasional, like, there was a kid who came up to me. I know I mentioned this in a video recently. There was a kid who came up to me in Best Buy, and he knew who I was. Like, he was like, oh my god, you're Back Pocket Game Reviews. And I didn't think to offer to take a picture with him, which, by the way, if you ever see me while I'm out, it's cool to ask for a picture with me. Just don't ask for an autograph. I think autographs are weird, and it makes me feel like you're going to forge my signature somewhere. So I would much rather it be a photograph. I'm always okay with taking a photograph with someone, unless you see me in a pair of sweatpants, a hoodie, and, like, my slippers. Thankfully, I usually don't leave the house like that. And I'm just kidding. You can still ask for it then. Just please don't post it on, like, a Reddit chat. Like, look at this scrub bag douche. Ugh. Shouldn't have left the house that day. Usually if I leave the house like that, it's because I'm sick. Like, sick. I was also sick when I made that video with me and a wife beater. So I have some plans. I have some things that are going on. A lot of you already know I built a gaming PC, which we will address in a video here very shortly. And that's done. That's finished. However, I'm probably going to be transitioning over to using that to record my videos. So my videos are going to have a little more flair to them. And we will go back to me having an actual microphone. I know. You're here to hear my voice. It's not like you're here like, oh man, I really care about what Nick's face looked like that day. No, it's the voice is the big part of it. I'm also kind of thinking about how to bring my podcast back and seeing if I can incorporate my wife and maybe my son a little bit into it, or my kids to some extent. Because well, I like podcasting. That was actually probably one of my favorite things. And I had a group of friends regularly on it with me, and then that kind of fell apart. Not the friendships. I'm still friends with those individuals. It's just availability's changed. People can't always regularly be up for something. And, well, I didn't make money on the podcast. So usually I would invite my friends over and be like, hey, cook some dinner or something. But I might reach out to some other YouTubers that I'm friends with and see if they want to be on a couple episodes here and there. And I'm kind of looking into the best way of hosting it, because I used to host it on SoundCloud, which I use the free account because, again, I'm not making any money from the podcast because I don't really like sponsor deals. Not saying I wouldn't do a sponsor deal. I'm okay with a sponsor deal as long as it's someone I'm okay with being a sponsor. It's like Squatty Potty reached out and they're like, hey, we want to sponsor an episode of your podcast. Sure. but I also don't have the viewer ratings now. I mean, when it was at its peak, it was maybe getting 300 to 400 listens at a go, which is still relatively low for even a podcast. So maybe like a local mom and pop game store or something like that, I could possibly get on board. I don't know. Haven't really gotten to do too much into the thinking on that yet. But it's something I'm interested in. And honestly, that was the original idea over starting a YouTube channel. Like, that's originally what it was I started as a Facebook news site. So I was just posting gaming news and stuff on Facebook and the occasional written review. And then I wanted to start a podcast, but my wife got into YouTube and I started doing YouTube. And I may even wind up just hosting the podcast here on YouTube. Plenty of different people do that. And then I don't have to remove the actual episodes. I don't know if I want them to include video yet. It's going to be a whole different marketing piece to this for me that I don't really know how I want to go with yet. You're always welcome to reach out to me with comments if you guys have an opinion on this. Obviously, my DMs on Twitter are always open. I'm accepting ideas. You can also email me. Description box where all those links are. Yeah, email's down there too. I know. Crazy that I would list that. But I like hearing your guys' feedback. I like hearing your opinions. I like when I get those occasional stories of, your videos made me feel better today. I'm having a bad day. I like having the community that I have. I like being a part of everything with you guys. And I love games. Games are probably my favorite form of escapism. So the bad news here is on Black Friday. So the night we were out shopping on Thanksgiving, my brother-in-law, my wife, and myself, we were out shopping because that's, when Santa likes to get his discount on. And my foot started to hurt. And that pain continued on. It wasn't unbearable the first night, but then the next day. That next day at work on Black Friday, when I had to work open, it started to become really hard to walk. Like, to the point of where I was limping. Sorry, one of my neighbors is like blaring their music too. You might not be able to hear it, but it's agitating the hell out of me. I don't have conjoining walls. I shouldn't hear your shit. He's probably outside working on his car, because that's what he likes to do. Blare music and work on his car. Blare your music. Just not to the point where I can hear it through my walls. Thank you. Now, you might wonder to yourself, what could have been wrong with Nick? So I ate a lot of turkey. I had a Red Bull that night. I had a giant cup of coffee. I had some chamomile tea before we went out. Then the next morning, I ate some donuts, some more coffee while I was at work, and all this other stuff. And then we're sitting in the back because we have some catering, and it was me and my manager were back there, and he goes, "Do you have gout?" Lo and behold, we find out Nick has gout. Not just because he said it, that was confirmed. I have gout. Crazy that something that was jokingly thrown out. I also tried to mention that I'm healthy to a degree while smashing like 8 donuts. Like, I was just smashing donuts right into my face. I'm fat. I eat like a fat person. Thankfully I'm active enough and have a high enough metabolism to where it doesn't really affect me to that degree. Yet, that metabolism should supposedly be slowing down, is what I hear from everyone. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. You're in your early 30s. It'll happen. I was told it would happen when I hit my 30s, and it hasn't happened yet. Don't get me wrong. There's days where I'm more bloated than others, but I struggle to break over 175 pounds unless I'm lifting. If I go back to lifting, I could probably get back up to like 185, 190. But without lifting, probably not. So it is what it is. So, yeah, that happened. I have a weird foot disease. Well, it's caused by uric acid, and then caffeine and other dehydrants such as coffee can cause that. So now I have to monitor the amount of coffee that I intake because I can't wind up dehydrated. So I also still have to intake a bunch of water, amongst me also not being able to eat red meat at every meal anymore and having to opt for chicken and pork and stuff like that. I'm not a chicken fan. I do like pork. I enjoy pork. Chicken's just meh. So that was a thing. And another thing I want to bring back. Another thing we're going to do. We might do this monthly. Depends on how easy it is for me to find more card decks. But I found another deck of gaming trivia cards. Don't necessarily have to be gaming related. Yeah, I want to bring back the live trivia. The live trivia was a lot of fun. I know you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing a Christmas giveaway here soon. Actually, hang on. You can see what I'm giving away. So Nick has upgraded almost everything in his video collection over to digital at this point. Almost everything I have is digital, video-wise. There's a couple of Disney movies, and granted, I have Disney Plus now too, so even those I could probably do away with. But there are certain things that I would rather someone be able to enjoy and enjoy properly, and I know someone out there will, and this is probably going to be a big part of my giveaway here. Well, this is the giveaway here. We've got the Star Wars original trilogy. Oh yeah, episode 4, 5, and 6. Then we got the Star Wars prequel trilogy. These are the Blu-rays, by the way, all in pristine condition. Then we've got the Jurassic Park collection. Who doesn't like some Jurassic Park, right? We've got the Harry Potter collection. These are all high-definition Blu-rays. And we got Back to the Future. The only thing I haven't bought digitally that I debated on tossing into this, but I don't think I can part with them, we'll see, is the Indiana Jones collection. Because then I would essentially be giving away some of the greatest, I mean, these are already some of the greatest movie collections, but you toss that Indiana Jones collection in there, and it's just like, oh, that's game over. That's not Netflix and chill. That's like Netflix and smash right there. She'll let you smash. You got all of them. All of them. All of them. And I know a lot of you guys are bigger fans of digital media or physical media, but I think that's a really great collection. I don't really want to sell them. I would rather someone out there enjoy them, so that's going to be a giveaway. I thought that was a pretty cool one, but personal opinion anyways. So I've got like all this stuff I want to do, and thankfully I'm going to start having a little more time to do it. I just also need to not get the winter lazies, because I do that a lot too. Cold weather just instantly makes me just want to shut down and hibernate. But we're going to be resurging a lot of stuff here on the channel. For those of you who hate Patreon too, because I know a lot of you guys are like, man, I just don't like Patreon. That's the only reason why I never joined. I do offer a lot of cool benefits, at least in my opinion. I have a tier that literally lets you play with me once a month. And those are exclusive play days. It's not like you have to share them with anyone else. Unless I all of a sudden have like 100 people in that tier, then yeah, maybe we'd have to start doing some combined play dates. But those are exclusive. You get those. I've got anyone in the $10 above tier who joined before December 1st. They get actually, we're past when they can sign up. It's all of my Patreons and paid subscribers get a Christmas card. I always say the $10 and above tier just to avoid a whole bunch of people like joining on my dollar tier. Like I could wake up one morning and all of a sudden have 100 people in my dollar tier, and it's like, I'm gonna have to go buy more stamps and Christmas cards. I got some really cool Christmas cards this year, and I handwrite those and send them out to you guys. So we're gonna get back into a lot of that stuff. Because I kind of let a lot of it fall to the wayside. I had a really rough year, and that was on me. It's not on anyone out there. It's not on YouTube, despite all the bullshit that YouTube's currently going through. Literally, I cannot upload a video right now and not have it marked as not suitable for all advertisers. Which the crazy part is if I make it suitable for all advertisers, with the content I talk about being games, it can be viewed as for kids. There's no win-win right now for me. Thanks, YouTube. My Christmas gift guides were flagged as not, like right now, there's another one that I want to switch live. It's still being disputed, and it's been disputed for a week, and they haven't responded back. Hell, most of my live streams get flagged as copywritten material these days, and it takes 2 to 3 weeks to even get a response from the company. It's absolutely nuts right now. But that will not deter me. That is not what I care about. Again, my thing to starting Patreon was, worst case scenario, I'll be grassroots funded. That would also be how my presidency would go if I run for president, which could happen. BPGR 2024. You just remember that, because 2020, I'm not old enough yet. So I am kind of curious what you guys think, though. Would you be interested in the podcast coming back? Do you have any recommendations for how I do it, host it, how it goes down? I mean, I'm always open for some information from you guys and your feedback. Obviously, the live trivia, I'm really excited to bring back. That's something I'm pretty pumped to do again. 'Cause you guys really enjoyed it when I did it the first time. Not that there was really like a prize or anything, but it is fun. I love trivia. Trivia is a huge thing to me. I play the You Don't Know Jack games. And they're wrong, they're good trivia games, but I used to have like the buzzers for the Xbox 360 back when they had, Seen It? The Seen It games. Those were really good on there, and those buzzers were fantastic because literally it had the 4 face buttons and then a big old buzzer, so you just buzzed in with your answer. I love trivia. I especially love pop culture trivia or gaming trivia. Those would probably be my 2 favorite categories. So, but I am kind of curious what you guys think. If you find any cool trivia decks on like Amazon or anything, send me the links. I might pick them up and they might appear on the channel. Yeah, be kind of cool, right? Guys, if you want to follow me anywhere else, links are as always in the description box down below. You can leave your comments down below as well in what's called the comment section. Crazy that a comment would go there, right? Who writes a comment in the comment section? Also, if you're new here, you can click the subscribe button. I'm really shocked to say that the channel is your first time here, but welcome to the community and to the channel. And ding the bell. The bell will supposedly notify you when I upload more content, but with the COPPA stuff that I'm currently dealing with, I don't really know if that's the case either. But thankfully, I should not lose my comment section. So, guys, I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate all of y'all being here and sticking around, and all of you who've gone over to support my wife on her Facebook streaming adventure. You guys have been awesome, and I love the BPGR community, and thank you for being a part of it. I'll have plenty more content coming for you, so stick around.